Hello everyone and welcome back to High Button Sports here as we get set for some AA action out of the HRM Pad D. This is a bit of a home rink here for the High Button squad as many games have been streamed here for the Basin Armada, the old Bedford Barons, the Bedford AAA, U13 team, all sorts of games have been streamed here, but tonight is the Shibukto U11AA squad taking on Bedford as that puck gets worked off the left side. Pelham fights to keep that in. He's going to bring that down into the back left corner and circle them behind the net. Looking for a lane out the left side and stop up play through the middle now. Getting knocked off the puck there and pulling it back the other way, shooting that one hard in, and it'll be sent in for our first save of the game here as we get a line change for both sides after 30 seconds. So Shibukto coming off a big tournament victory this past weekend. That tournament took place in Cape Breton. My colleagues Matthew U11AA and Justin Belanger were up there while I was holding it back here in Halifax, but a victory nonetheless here for Shibukto as they came in with the gold medal after a hard-fought weekend, all streamed here on High Button Sports. Here we go down the left side there, and the puck's skated in the zone and stopped up by Jollymore. Jollymore works that up to the half wall, stopped up there, try to flick up again, and Sutcliffe will get that puck out, and it'll be turned over to Chandler there on Bedford. Chandler trying to cut to the right side. Chandler brings it in, looking for space. Making a move around the right there, but Jollymore, the last man back to cut him off. Flicked over to the right side to Sutcliffe. Bounces off Sutcliffe's stick, and he'll be there till center ice, trying to get that puck forward. Metledge brings it in. Brian clears it out for Bedford, and it'll come back to Sutcliffe, who then works it back in down the right side to Metledge, and into the Bedford zone as Shibukto gets a change, and it'll be 8:34 left to go here in the first as they fight for that on the left side. Puck one back there and then ricocheted off the half wall. Up the board some more. Looking for a lane to the net there. A little spinorama in the corner as Jollymore cutting the man off and creating a turnover. Now cut through the middle, and that one just misses the stick there of Chip. As Cranston tried to send that forward. Deep into the zone, Chip plays that back to the right side. That one's turned over. Bedford taking a swing at it. And I only see two linesmen out there. I don't see a referee as it stands. Just looking to see if the arm went up on a potential trip maybe as Cranston shoots that in, and that'll be a hard shot to the chest that gets worked back. Cranston shoots again with a big shot there to the right side that just heads over to the net, back to the line. McDonald works that down to McPherson. As Shibukto tries to work it forward, flicked out of the zone. Back to Noel. Noel behind the back play there. Over to McPherson. McPherson grabs and sends that towards the middle. Looking for a lane out. Cranston holds on and he'll pull back. Back in through the middle, hand it off to the right side to Chip. Chip grabs. That one on and off the stick, and then back to the middle there as Bedford look to work it back the other way. Cranston coming back, trying to catch the player off guard there, and he does enough to create the turnover for McDonald to pick up on that. McDonald up the left side, and now Shibukto looking for an odd man rush. His Chip hands it over, and that one into the skates of Cranston, who just advances that puck forward. Into the zone there, it'll trickle out the right side, back to the line. Henneberry grabs, and he just keeps that in. Henneberry then shoots, and that one's blocked by McLean on Bedford, and now they're going to work it out. Henneberry fights to come back to create the stick lift, but then it'll be McLean still for Bedford. He's got a man in front, but he can't get it there as Noel gets in front of that puck. Worked over to the left side now, into the zone, into the center ice. Back to the middle there, and turned up through the offensive zone down the left side. Looking for a drop play there, but it'll be wrapped around the boards as McNeil tried to push that puck forward. Pelham swings. It'll come back down into the Bedford end, and they'll circle back behind their net. Worked over to the left side off the half wall, trying to advance. Can't quite get it past as it'll be taken out down low, and gives chance two of the Shibukto players running into each other. It gives Bedford a chance to regroup here, but they turn it over back to Douglas, and Douglas sends that puck down the right side there along the half wall. They try to advance that puck forward. It'll come back to center ice. Worked into the middle onto King's stick. King's now with it down the right side. King looking for a lane there for Bedford. Shoots that off the side of the net, and then they try to wrap in behind, but it'll be picked up. Stick handling out the right side. Turned over to the middle onto a coin stick, but it'll fall out once again. Swiped on as King brings it in for Bedford again. Down the right. And Henneberry gets there. Then we play that puck to the middle, though. Chance here for Bedford. Worked his front and scores. Off a turnover there to the middle. And a deke by O'Coin will put that one home, and it'll be 1-0 Bedford. As they get on the board first here. And we'll head back to center ice. So Bedford on the board with one here, the early lead. Shabukto, not many whistles there in the first period as they were fighting back and forth. Down the right side now, and then circle back in the zone. Bedford trying to turn on the Jets again down the middle. Jollymore pushed to the left side. He'll get beat to the outside, but he'll stick with him and get that puck away. And a good defensive play there by Jollymore. Worked up the left side now. Struth looks for the lane. He sauces that puck forward, and it'll be into the zone, and that'll go down for an icing. And we'll head back to the Shabukto end with 4:44 left to go in the first. And an interesting tidbit about this Bedford team, an unprecedented 5 ties so far this season. So they're sitting in the middle of the standings. I believe 2 wins, 3 losses, and 5 ties. So they sure know how to stay in their games. Maybe I'd like to pull out a couple more W's on the board. The opposite side of the Shabukto team, which is first in the league. Still, after suffering a loss against Tassel, they still remain at the top of the league as Chandler cuts back in front. Chandler looking for room. It's swiped down by Jollymore, but still Chandler works out in front. Jollymore sticking with the man and eventually creates a turnover. Tries to exit out of the zone with it. It'll get put into the skates as Metledge tries to get it out, and it'll be worked back in. Back in the zone there, and backhanded over to Sutcliffe there on the boards. Sutcliffe chops that puck down, but it'll be worked in behind. Jollymore grabs. Jollymore up the half wall to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe tries to backhand that open. It'll be stopped up, but they will get it out eventually. Now it's Metledge down the right side. Metledge dumping it down and leaving it for Bedford as they swoop back. Cutting in down the right side there. Into center ice where it gets knocked aside, and now back in the zone as Chandler circles back. Chandler gains center and will send that down. 3:34 to go in the first. In behind the net now. Shabukto up the left side. They hand that puck off and out of the zone. And that one just offside there. And we'll have a whistle on the play. We head to just outside the Bedford zone here. 3:23 left to go in the first. 1-0. Cranston wins that back to the left side. Played up to Chip. Cranston takes a dive at it, just keeps it onside as Chip brings it in. Chip looking for the shot, worked out in front with a nice pass, worked in a shot. Save on McPherson there as he had the best opportunity of the game so far for Shabukto. McPherson getting open, getting that pass from Chip and almost getting it home. Get ready for the puck drop here as that puck's won over to the right side. McPherson chopped that. Played to the middle, that one onto Stoic of Noel, and then Noel will try to shoot that down, but it'll catch into the Bedford bench. We'll have another whistle here with 3:02 to go in the first. It'll be just outside the zone. No power plays yet in this one. That one won over to the right side. Chased after, and Cranston working that across into the middle. Big shot, and there scores as Chip puts it home. Chip finds the open area and will put that by on the right side, and that'll be 1-1. And tying up the game here near the end of the first period with 2:49 to go. We'll head back to center ice here. Cranston with the draw. 1-1 here. Is a nice play in front there with a hard shot. That one gets tipped back as they try to hand it to each other. Douglas and Cranston. It gets caught up, and Bedford will come out with it down the right side now. Back in the offensive zone there, looking for the lane. That one off a stick, and it'll bounce over to Cranston. Cranston then going to pick it up, and he'll try to turn on the Jets down the middle. Looking for a shot. Scores! Top right, he picks that one in a hurry. And that'll be 2-1. Just like that. Two really good shots. Put them up by one, and a great opportunity. Firing that one home, and Cranston continues the hot season here. Scoring hand over fist. That one gets worked over to the wall. Bedford now trying to turn it on with O'Coin, but Lorette going to be there to stop. O'Coin trying to work that puck forward. It gets sent into the middle. Off the left side, McNeil tries to poke it ahead, but Bedford will regain possession. A big shot there, and it'll be a glove save. Good save for McSween, as Bedford came back trying to have a big power shot. If you can get those hard shots through, it's a good opportunity. Worked over to the right side on the boards. Try to play that across, hits McNeil's stick. McNeil down the right, looking for a shot. That'll trickle off the boards. Over to the left side. Pelham stops up. Pelham shoots that on. It'll be steered aside. McNeil pushing. Back in the zone there. Over to the right side. Jollymore pinched it for a shot. Pelham now with it, and he'll play that down the right side. In behind, Lorette looking for the man out in front. McNeil was there for a second. He couldn't get that puck off as Bedford get a hold now. Try to work it out. Back to the line. Stick handled into the zone. Held onto still. Looking for the lane. Worked out front, and a nice chance there to open it up for Pelham. Lorette had the finish to try for, and didn't go as Jollymore gets it back to the line. He shoots that in, and that almost took a tip. Over to the right side. Trying to play it back, held on to. Skated down the left now. Branwell trying to beat Jollymore to the outside. He just gets pushed off the puck enough here as we look to the final minute here in the first period. Backhanded away. Jollymore picks up on that, and he'll look for the pass, and he'll send that one to the middle. It'll bounce off McNeil's stick over to Pelham. Pelham now into the zone. He gets his stick knocked out, and that'll be our first penalty of the game as Bedford touches the puck up, and it'll be to the power play here for Chebucto. 34.7 seconds left here in the first period. So power play opportunity, up one. Power play opportunity, up one here. Strife on the draw. Worked back there by Bedford as they get possession and send it out. That'll be shot down in the zone. It'll be chased after by McDonald with 26 seconds left. Circling back in behind the net over to the left side. It'll bounce off the stick there, and that'll be outside of the zone there. So it'll be a whistle with 17.6 left to go in the first. Chebucto trying to enter the zone. That one to the middle. Bedford tries to work that ahead, and it'll be stopped up along the right side. Try to play down and get past a couple sticks there with just 7 seconds left to the first. That should take us to the end of it as they wrap in behind the net. Yeah, that will. So that'll be the whistle here for the end of the first period. 2-1 for Chebucto after an early lead by Bedford as they even it up and score another one a few seconds later. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the second period. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we are back here for the second period as we get set for puck drop. And we await the first whistle here as it's one back to Noel. Noel on the line, working that up the right side to Sutcliffe. Worked in. That puck flips back over to the right side now. Metlich trying to work it forward into the middle. And a chance here is that one just falling off the stick there. Strife, as he tried to get a good chance there in front. Worked over to the left side. And tried to send in behind. 57 seconds left on that Chebucto power play as Bedford works it out of the zone. Bedford shoots it down. Gets by Noel and it'll be hustled after. Into the corner there. Bedford picking up on that first, still on the PK. That one knocked aside now. Chebucto picking up with that puck into the middle. Hits Noel's skate. They try to get up to Strife and that'll be knocked aside. And now Bedford will try to hustle it back the other way with 30 seconds left on the PK. It'll be knocked aside there. Some good defense by Strife. Over to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe backhands that. In behind now as Bedford will skate it out of the zone with 15 seconds left to go. On the short-handed. Back to Henneberry. Henneberry working it out into the middle. Back the other way, and Cranston trying to catch the man. Chance down the left side looking for a shot. That one saved the glove as the power play will expire. And it'll remain 2-1 as the puck gets worked out to the middle. Back in the zone there as Chebucto picks up on that, but it'll be down the left side and into the corner there for Douglas. Trying to work out in front, but it'll be covered up there as it trickles into the goaltender's vicinity, and he'll hop on that with 8:13 to go, letting the second period up 1. Bedford trying to hang on to that first, or Chebucto trying to hang on to that first place position. Bedford trying to move up in the standings. Chebucto, the last game was a regular season loss against Tass in the last second of the game, literally as the time clock ran out after a nice comeback. They weren't able to pull off the final victory. So they're looking for a victory here tonight after that big tournament win. Cranston in behind the net. He'll wrap around back. Back to the line as that gets by Douglas, and that'll be a foot race. As Bedford has the step, coming down the left side, shot, gloved down by McSween. And a good save there by McSween is coming in with speed down the left side. Worked over to the left side, and that one misses the net. Back in behind, back to the line. Grabbed onto, looking for a shot onto the stick of Jollymore, and Jollymore will just send that one down. It'll be hustled after, but that should be an icing, and it will be. So we'll head back into the Chebucto end. Bedford still down 1, so looking to even up the score here. It hasn't been even here for a little bit now. Getting ready for the puck to be dropped here. One back. Over to the right side and flicked out of the zone. That one catches the skates. It's going to be hustled forward, but Bedford keeps it in with a nice play at the line. Down the left side, and Jollymore grabs. Jollymore circling back. Looking for it on the right side. That one worked into the middle. Bedford trying to advance that puck forward, but Chebucto stops him, and now it's be down the left side. Hustled after here for Pelham. And that'll go for the icing as he kind of thought he skated that one out, but the arm goes up and we'll head back into the Bedford end. All right, and we are set for puck drop here as that one gets worked back to the middle. Bedford with a shot. That one high in the zone, glove down as Bedford pushing that puck forward, but can't get a clear shot out in front, and it's swiped down there as Pelham helps turn that one over. Foot race down the right side. Circling back in the zone. Looking for a lane. Off to the left. Jollymore shakes the man off behind the net. Over to the right wall. Pelham tries to get rid of it. He backhands that to Castonguay. Castonguay over to the right side. He's got Lorette in the middle. And he just balled that puck at the wrong time, McNeil, as it could have been a breakaway to Lorette down the middle, and that'll be sent in and covered up with 6:15 to go in the second. We have some old school rap songs coming on the PA system here at Bedford with some good DJs down in the booth as that puck gets worked into the right side. In behind, they try to play that forward. It gets over to Noel. Noel picks up on that on the right side. Try to work that puck in front, swept on and scored with a nice goal there by Strife. As he's in the right place at the right time, he just quickly gets that one by. Not much the goaltender could do. That one ends up in the back of the net. It'll be 3-1 now. As Bedford had a couple good opportunities there to tie it up in the last couple minutes, but they haven't been able to, and Chibukto strikes. Worked over to McDonald. McDonald backhands that out of the zone. It exits. Over to the left side now. Trying to push that puck forward. Down the left, worked in front. That puck's dribbling along, and it'll be stopped up, but Bedford maintains possession. Into the skates there as they try to work that puck out. Down the left side now, looking for a lane. Past Sutcliffe. That'll go down. It'll be a waved off icing, so it'll be hustled after in the corner. Worked over to the wall. Down low, trying to play that puck out in front. It'll be stopped up. Looking for the pass out behind. Back to Noel. Noel fake shots, and that one down the left. In behind the net there. As we approach halfway through this game. Cutting down the right side, trying to keep that puck in. Noel will send it down once again. It'll bounce off the left pad there, in behind. Picked up by Bedford. Tried to work in and off the stick there and back as Metwich tried to catch up to it, but it'll fall outside the zone. Skated after and worked up the right side past Noel's stick. Down to the right, and they're going to battle for it on the boards. Cranston picks up on it. Cranston holds, and then he'll play that puck back to Noel. Noel grabs. Noel onside. Down the right side. Noel backhanded that across, doesn't get through, it gets tips away, and that'll be a foot race to it. Cranston stays on it. It will fall inside the zone. Held on to, flicked up. That drops down. Back to the line. Into Chip, just onside there by McPherson as he holds on. Chip to the middle, gets turned over. Trying to play it forward. Down the right side. Skating with it. And it'll be along the half wall there, as no one's really got possession with it yet. Bedford works it in behind, but then it's picked up by Henneberry, and he makes a nice move to the right side. He's got Chip in the middle, but he's getting cut off quickly. So good forechecking there by Bedford as that puck gets sent into the zone. Has it behind. Stopped up, and they'll go back around the other way, over to the left side. That puck falls out, and now Bedford skates it ahead. Trying to get by Chibukto, cut into the middle, looking for the shot through the 5-hole, scores! As Bedford sneaks that one through. O'Coin with a nice play as he got the breakaway going, and he finished it off with 3:23 to go in the second, and it'll be a one-goal game once again. And just like that, in the back of the net, we've got ourselves a one-goal game again, as it looked like Chibukto was taking control here as it gets tangled up there at center, but Bedford coming back with an important one before the end of the second period. Douglas grabs it. He's coming back, and he'll backhand that over to Henneberry. Henneberry tips that into Pelham. Back in the zone there. Worked up the middle now, down the right side. Holding on to that puck. Cutting away. Puck's in behind the net there. It's worked in behind. They're going to try to flick that out front. Puck's loose, and it's gloved down with a great save as that puck somehow stays out. As that puck's dropped in there over to the right side, they're going to chip away at that. Gets back in the zone for Henneberry. Henneberry plays that up. Looking for the lane, they get it over to Lorette. Lorette's working that puck forward. Drops that back to Pelham. Pelham tries to work it in, and he just has that puck on his stick. Over to the left side, back to the line. Henneberry, as that pass had a little too much zest on it, will get by. And the Shabukto team will be headed to the PK here as they get their first one here. It'll be Lorette taking it, and it'll be a power play opportunity for Bedford with 2:15 to go in the second, down 1. And a good opportunity for them. The little danger zone comes on. That puck fought for, past Chandler there for Bedford, and Pelham tries to work it forward. It gets worked to the middle. Coming with it off the left side, poked away. Back in the zone now, circling back over to Banton. Banton works it in. Sent down into the half wall. Stop up play there. They're going to try to work it out. Down low and circling back. Jollymore tries to work that down the left side. It's worked in, and they do get it out with a nice play there as Pelham trying to create the off-man rush. He's got McNeil in the middle. He's going to create some space, work it across. That one slid into it. A diving save there by the defense. And great play there for the Bedford player as they try to work it out of the zone now. Skated back for by McNeil, but he'll go off to the change. Brian now. Worked in, left side swung on, and that'll miss. Worked out in front. Brian gonna step in for this shot. He'll let it go, it'll fall off his stick in behind the net. Jollymore runs into the man behind the net. That puck will be free. Picked up, trying to work it back. Backhanded out, and they just can't get it out, and they finally do. 50 seconds left in the period, 36 in the power play. As Bedford turn it on in the zone and try to skate it out. Being cut off, and the man goes spinning out there, and that'll be sent down the other way. As they circle back there, 19 seconds to go here in the second, 31, or in the power play, 31 in the period. Down the left side now. Bedford looking for a lane. They play that back. It just misses the stick, but it gets back to the line. Shot it, tipped away, and it could be a breakaway the other way with 19 seconds. Sutcliffe brings it back. Sutcliffe bringing it down. He goes for the shot. Save. And maybe a little frustrated with himself there, as he had a great opportunity and he couldn't put it in. He has his arm up going to the bench like, what was I doing there? As he was all the way gone for that one. As we got 12 seconds left here in the second period. Shabukto up 1. Should make up for a good third period. As that one's won over, 11 seconds to go there. As they flick that one out, and it'll get back to McDonald. Metwoods try to work it forward, but that should take us to the end here as the clock will run out. It'll be 3-2 here with the penalty over. It'll be even heading into the third period. Shabukto at 1. We'll go away for 30 seconds, and then we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we're back here for the third period as we're looking to crown a winner here with 10 minutes left on the board. Shabukto up 1. That puck's worked over to the wall. Down the right side and in behind. Swung back, and that'll go up to Chip there on the left side, looking for a lane. It could be an odd man rush as they get that one off. Headed over to McPherson. McPherson works out through. Cranston now winding up. He'll have a big chance for a shot. Scores! And Cranston scores the big one to start out the third period here. Just 23 seconds left, and he gives a celly to the bench. That I don't know if I was appreciated, but nonetheless. Big goal here to start the period as he gets that out in front and just lets that Cranston ripper go as the wrist shot by. And the coach there on the Bedford side looking to be speaking intently to his players now. As that one's over to the left side, trying to chip it in ahead. No pun intended as Chip chases after that puck. Comes outside the zone and they touch it up, and that'll be offside. So now Bedford looking to get one here to get themselves back in it. With 9:27 left to go in the third, plenty of time, but they do got to act. As that one gets over to the right side. Swung on and slacked down by Douglas. Deep in the zone there. Held on to and looking for a lane. Back through the middle and held on and grabbed once again and sent on in. Cranston pushing that puck forward. Back to Douglas, worked over to Chip on the left side. Chip entering the zone, stop up. Back to the line, Henneberry grabs. Henneberry shoots that, it'll be tipped in down low. Back to the line, Douglas. Douglas shoots that down into the left corner. He worked in behind. That one into the skates, and they're going to try to work it out. Cranston with it. Cranston backhanded, and that one freed up in front, and they're battling away. The puck's still loose, and it'll finally be whistled down. With 8:25 left to go in the third, they'll get a full-scale change out here for both sides. And Lorette will head to center ice. Back in behind, that one will get out down the left side as Jollymore receives. Jollymore's had a good night here tonight. Hasn't touched up, or hasn't made many mistakes out there as Jollymore gets it in behind. Worked into the middle, that one off the skate there of Pelham as he tried to wind up for the one-timer, and then they'll skate it down the right side. Entering the zone there is Bedford. Trying to get within one here as that gets back to the line, held on to. Worked back around, Chandler stopped up, it's on his stick. He'll hold on to it. Backhand that down and no one there to pick it up for him. As Jollymore gets it and sends that into the Bedford winger, and they'll send that down. Onto the stick there, puck's there loose in front though. Trying to get that out, back to the line. Held on to, worked D-to-D pass there, a good one. Looking for the shot, they'll pass it back the other way. Looking for the shot, that one tipped in low onto the stick. Puck's loose in front, and then Cranston circles back and gets it away. Down the left side now. Saucing that through the middle, and it'll be skated right into Sutcliffe, quick it down, breakaway, worked around, and it tries to deke it, and it won't go. Pelham cuts it off on the left side, back to the blue line, it just stays in. Backhanded down. McNeil tries to free that puck up through the middle. He takes some guys with him as Pelham works it back. In through the middle again, sent into the back right corner. Trying to play that back onto the stick, and it'll come out down the middle. Swung on, McNeil grabs. McNeil working it forward, and that'll hit off the end boards. Worked in through the middle, and that could be a turnover, and the on-rushing Sutcliffe grabs. Into the back right, trying to get that ahead. Worked around there, and Bedford will skate that puck out. Will be stopped up, but it'll be worked on, and a big hack down there is Shabukta will head to the penalty, or the PK is Strife just took him down on the swing around, so it'll be a good opportunity here, and Bedford's going to need one with 6:17 left to go, down 2. Good opportunity for this Bedford team to try to tie it up. 6:17 to go in the third. Well, not tie it up, but at least cut within 1. Is that one in behind the net? Skated after. Grabbed there, no one's there in front for him, so he'll have to hold on, and he shakes one man off, tried to work in front, still no one there, and you gotta get to the open lane there, down in front, as that one swung on, and Bedford chips it down in the zone. Grabbed onto and rode up along the boards there. Back to the line, we got 9 minutes left to go in the time clock in the rink. 5:45 left to go in the game clock. That one shot in. Puck's loose for the rebound on the right side. McSween dives on it for a big save. And we'll wait here as that puck dropped in. We get back to the line, looking for it off the left side. It'll bounce off the end boards. Trying to cut out in front, shot in, and a good save there by McSween, as that was a hard shot from in tight. And we'll continue on looking for a winner here, as Bedford will get a full change. Same guys out for Shabukto. Next game for the Shabukto team will be this Saturday at home in Spry Field at 3 p.m. So make sure you tune into that game, and then another game on Sunday in Halifax, I believe, as that one's sent down and hustled after. McPherson trying to be the first man to the puck. McPherson grabs, he tries to wrap that around. It'll be Bedford with it down the right side. 5:13 left to go in the third. Into the offensive end, skating in and trying to work out front, and that one steered just outside, about a foot to the left. Back to the line, they hang on to it, it'll be sent on down. Hustle after in the zone, circling back around. Over to the right wall. Back to Douglas. Douglas works that down to McPherson. McPherson looking for a lane, tries to backhand that on, it'll be stopped. Puck's loose there in behind the net. Try to catch the goalie off guard with an odd angle shot by Cranston, but it'll get back to the line, and 15 seconds left of the power play. McPherson grabs it. Back over to the right side and worked above. Douglas grabs. Shoots that back down, so they're just trading it in behind the net there and down the side, and that'll be the end of the power play there for Bedford, so Shabukto escapes that one as they take a shot, and that'll fall in behind the net once again. Held onto by Douglas. Douglas works it down the right side. It's deep in the boards there. Trying to get that free. Sent in through the middle. Skating down with it, and that one, a nice poke check there as they were trying to get the stick there, and a big collision along the boards. There's 2 players down. .3:42 left to go in the second. And McNeil went down hard into the boards there, and we'll wait for him to get up, or his chip, and he'll just skate right off. So let's be all right. 3:42 left to go in the third here. 2 goals to make up for Bedford here, and they're gonna have to work quick as the time ticks away on both the game clock and the rink clock. That one worked back. Jollymore backhands that. We'll come back to Jollymore. Jollymore then a nice pass right up the middle. Create the odd man rush the other way. Lorette hands it off to Pelham. Pelham over to Lorette, and it gets knocked aside. Skated with Bedford now down the right side as they try to create the odd man rush. Jollymore will cut off, but it'll get by him. Looking for the shot in low, and a big save by McSween as he stands pat to that left post. And he'll make a big save here with 3:19 left to go in the third. One back. Into the middle. Try to get it up to Pelham. They get it there. There's a collision at the back, but Jollymore takes out his man, and he's all right with that as it takes the man out of the play there for Bedford. Deep in the zone, and they're going to have a tight on the corner there, and it'll be covered up. Oh, what could have been a bad giveaway. He whistled down here, 3:01 to go in the third. Two-goal lead here for Chebucto as they're looking to hold on here. That one won forward by Bedford. They're going to try to play that one to the middle. Swung at, and it'll be a foot race for it. Jollymore trying to cut the man off. He's got Cranston with him, or Castonguay with him, I believe. Castonguay works that over to the left side. Pelham. Pelham then shoots that off the end boards over to McNeil. McNeil grabbing. Over to Chandler. Chandler's going to bring that into the offensive end, and he'll go down in a collision. It'll fall outside the zone as Lorette tries to work it forward. Pelham pokes it ahead, and he'll get knocked off the puck before he can work deep, but he still has a chance at it. Over to the left side and into the skates. They play that out the middle as that puck gets loose, and Bedford looking for the breakaway. It's going to be Jollymore on him. Hustling down the left side, and Jollymore with a defensive play to shake the man off. And not too many defense in the league or on that team can make that play, but Jollymore just played it to perfection, cutting the man off on the side. But Bedford still coming out with it in front. Swung on again. It gets to them. Now it's turned back the other way. 2 minutes to go. Puck up the middle now. Sutcliffe working it on. Just on side. Sutcliffe holds. He'll shoot now, and that'll miss off the right side. In behind the net there as a collision happens. Play still going. Down with it on the right side. Advancing that puck forward. Just on side. Skating in. Held on to. That one will get back onto the stick, and Chebucto controlling here. That one turned over. Metlich tried to work it out, but it gets worked back in behind the net. Try to play it out in front, cut off by Jollymore. He's got it. Jollymore tries to shoot it out, and he'll just miss it as there was only one man left to beat before Strife was off to the races. 1:10 left to go. Skated after, looking for the lane in front. That one tipped away. Grabbed there by Jollymore, and he sends that over to the back left corner. Skated after. Less than a minute to go here. Chebucto just trying to kill out this clock. Strife grabs it. Goalie still in the net for Bedford. Now he worked it forward. Strife now looking for the lane. He'll cut down on it. He'll take a look to the outside, and that'll slide off his stick late. 40 seconds to go as there's a collision there in the right corner. Bedford working it out down the left now. Looking for a spot there. It'll stop up. Samuelson working it forward. It'll be in there. 20 seconds left to go, and it looks like Chebucto will hang on here. Is that falling back into the zone? As Brian grabs for Bedford. He'll circle back around there with 15 seconds left off the shin pad. Chip then working it forward. Chip holding on to it with 6 seconds left, and that looks like it'll do it. McDonald grabs, and he'll shoot the last shot of the game here, and that one just slides wide, and that'll be it though. As Chebucto get the victory after the tournament win, they come out and have a solid game here in Bedford. So that'll be the 4-2 victory here, and that'll take us to the end of the game. So we appreciate you tuning in, and we will be back this Saturday with the next game, but that'll be it for us here today. So thanks for tuning in to Highline Sports, and we'll see you